Hey guys, today I'm going to be blind taste testing sodas. Here I have some regular and diet soda, and we'll find out, is the taste worth the calories? Now, I've lived the bodybuilding lifestyle, so the answer is definitively no. It is silly to drink your calories. Plus, bodybuilders put worse chemicals in their body than artificial sweeteners. I think they prefer the juice, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so first up we have Coke, Coke Zero, and Diet Coke. Will I be able to tell the difference? I drink my fair share of Coke Zero, but I don't really have regular Coke or Diet Coke at all. So let's see if I'm able to tell the difference. Start with this one over here. Mmm, wow, okay, that was very carbonated. Now I'll try this one. I want to say this one had a more citrusy taste. Now I'll try this one. Ugh. I did not like that one. It tasted like bland and chemically. I'll have to try these two again. I think I like this one the most, but it feels like this one kind of sits on your teeth and is kind of sugary. So I'm going to guess that this is the regular Coke. And I'm going to guess that this is Coke Zero. I like this one the most. So let's have two separate scores. Correct guesses and tastes better. So let's see if diet can beat out regular in the tastes better category. Oh, this is Coke Zero. And this is regular Coke. Okay, so regular Coke is better than Coke Zero. That's kind of surprising. I don't know why I thought this had like a heavier taste on the mouth. They're honestly both very similar. Now, I'm going to move on to Pepsi, Pepsi Zero, and Diet Pepsi. I've never really drank Pepsi before, so we'll see how this one goes. Start with this one here. Really doesn't taste like much. Super carbonated, a lot more flavorful. Wow, that's good actually. Yeah, and not flavorful at all, really. These two are kind of bland. And this is the best tasting. Now, is this the regular Pepsi? Alright, I think this is better than this, but this is the best. It's really hard. So I'm gonna guess that this one is the regular Pepsi. Oh wow, this is Diet Pepsi. This is regular Pepsi. Oh, this is Pepsi Zero. So I couldn't really tell the difference between regular Pepsi and Pepsi Zero, but Diet Pepsi was really good. So I'd recommend trying Diet Pepsi. That's another wrong one for me. But hey, Diet did win in one of the taste tests. Now let's see if I can tell the difference between Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper. Now, I don't drink Dr. Pepper a lot, so let's see if I can tell the difference between diet and non-diet. This one has like an artificial taste to it, but this one has like a lighter, waterier taste to it. I'm gonna guess that the regular Dr. Pepper is on this side. Yes, and it was on this side. So I guess the artificial flavor was the artificial sweetener. That would make sense. But I finally got one on the board. Now let's see if I can tell the difference between Schweppes and Schweppes Zero Sugar. That's a fun name to say. Schweppes. I like ginger ale, but I've never really had Schweppes. So let's see if I can tell the difference between regular and zero sugar. Start with this one over here. Okay, a very light taste. Almost tasted like nothing, to be honest. Wow. Okay. More carbonated, but the ginger flavor isn't really there either. This one felt like it coated my entire mouth more. So I'm gonna guess that's the feeling of sugar. So I'm gonna guess that the regular Schweppes is on this side. And I was correct. But honestly, neither of these really taste like much. So I don't know if there's a big difference between going regular and zero sugar. Now let's see if I can tell the difference between Mountain Dew and Diet Mountain Dew. I never drink Mountain Dew, so let's see if I can tell the difference between regular and diet. Start with this one over here. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what flavor Mountain Dew is supposed to be based off of that. Now I'll try this one over here. Just immediately, this one felt like it coated my mouth, and there was just an explosion of flavor. Meanwhile, this one tasted kind of bland in comparison. So I would guess that the regular Mountain Dew is on this side. And it is on this side. Yeah, that mouthfeel of the sugar really gives it away. But this one was honestly a lot better than the diet version. Now, let's see if I can tell the difference between Sprite and Sprite Zero Sugar. Sprite was my favorite drink when growing up as a kid. It was just super refreshing, I think. And I really liked the lemon flavor. I also really enjoyed lemonade as a kid, so I guess that kind of checks out. And recently, like within the past couple of years, I've always kept my fridge stocked with Sprite Zero. So this is the one I'm most interested in. Will I be able to tell the difference between Sprite and Sprite Zero? Let's start with this one. Honestly, a little bland. Just a very slight lemon and lime taste. Now I'll move on to this one. Much more carbonated. But honestly, the flavor was still very light. This one is almost like water. I like the taste of this one a lot more. So I'm gonna guess that the regular Sprite is on this side. And it was. Yeah, honestly, the Sprite Zero tasted almost like water, a very light taste. So, regular Sprite still takes the cake. And I have to settle for Sprite Zero at home. Now let's see if I could tell the difference between Sunkist and Sunkist Zero Sugar. I actually keep a lot of Sunkist Zero in my house now because I think it has a stronger flavor than Sprite or ginger ale. I think the orange flavor in general is just a lot stronger, so I wanted to mix it up a bit. Now let's see if I can tell the difference between Sunkist and Sunkist Zero. I'll start with this one over here. Now that was kind of flat. Really sharp orangey taste, really sour. Interesting. Now I'll try this one. A lot more carbonated, but I think the flavor is slightly muted in this one and it has more of a chemically taste. So this one has a really strong taste, but it's kind of sour. This one has a lighter and more chemically taste. So I am going to guess that the regular Sunkist is on this side. And it is. One thing I've noticed is that the bottle tends to have less carbonation than the can. I wonder why that is. Maybe the plastic reacts more to the heat and lets more of the fizz out. I don't really know. I wonder if that's true or if I'm just imagining it. And next, let's see if I can tell the difference between Canada Dry and Canada Dry Zero Sugar. Recently, I always keep Canada Dry Zero in my house. It's honestly pretty similar to Sprite, but it has a slightly stronger flavor. The ginger is stronger than the lemon and lime, and it's a little spicier, so you get more of a kick out of it. So let's see if I can tell the difference between regular Canada Dry and Canada Dry Zero. We'll start with this one over here. Honestly, kind of bland. Not much of an impact there. There wasn't a lot of carbonation. Let's move on to this one. Whoa. Okay. More carbonated and a little bit more of a kick. I could really taste the spice from the ginger. Alright, this one is super bland, and this one had more of a ginger taste, but also had a tangy taste. I don't know if that's metallic or artificial, but since it had a stronger flavor, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the regular Canada Dry is on this side. Oh, and I was wrong. This is actually Canada Dry Zero. It's interesting that it had a stronger flavor, despite being zero sugar. But I did notice a metallic and artificial taste, which is usually pretty evident in the zero sugar versions. But honestly, I'm very disappointed with Canada Dry Zero. Really bland, but at least I'm not missing out. Alright, so can you tell the difference between regular and diet soda? The answer is yes. Diet soda tends to have an artificial and metallic taste, and regular soda tends to coat your mouth, especially your teeth. But I also wonder if there's a difference between diet and zero sugar. Diet tends to be watered down, while I think zero sugar tries to emulate the taste of the original more. So it has stronger flavors, but that's also where you get the chemically and metallic taste. Now, would I ever drink the regular versions of soda? Probably not. The calories just aren't worth it for me. The sugars aren't good for you. So I'm going to stick with my diet. But it did open up my eyes to how different the two are. Luckily, I can't tell unless I'm having them side by side. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what I should taste test next in the comments down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!